Hey guys, Amy here with Hailbound Company, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to press and assemble our new mini ladders. The mini ladders comes in two different options, which is going to be the thick MDF single-sided, which means it's black on the back side. Let me show you. Black on the back side, but white on the front side, so that you can sublimate. Now, you don't have to sublimate them if you don't want to. You can leave it white, but as you can see here, I did it as a grayish type wood. You can also just flip it over if you wanted it to be a black ladder, and you can assemble it that way, or you can assemble it that way. Okay, so this is just one option. The white MDF option is mainly for those who want to choose to press them and make them their own different colors of wood. So say you wanted it a red wood, a green, kind of greenish teal wood, this would be the option for you. The second option is going to be out of our natural wood. This is also sublimatable. They are going to come in kits. So the kits that you will get will going to be made of 5 pieces. You're going to get the back of the ladder, the front of the ladder, and 3 squares to sublimate on. Okay, you can also buy additional squares. So if you wanted to buy the natural wood, you're going to get 3 natural wood squares with it. But if you wanted the gloss MDF for full color, then you can also buy additional squares. Okay, now one thing I can tell you about the natural wood, the benefits of it, it's double-sided, so you can easily upsell this. So you could do, say, Halloween on one side, Thanksgiving on the other, or Thanksgiving on one side, Christmas on the other. So that would be a great upsell for you guys. But with the natural wood, you got to factor that it does not, you cannot press white. So this tan is going to be your white colors. Now I'm going to show you, because I'm going to do both today, and show you exactly the difference between the white MDF as far as color goes and the regular and the natural wood MDF. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first one we're going to press is going to be the white MDF ladder. All right, now all of our MDF, you will receive templates with it. They also come with plastic coating on the white side. I've already peeled it off the front of this ladder. I just need to peel it off this side. And as you can see, I'm just peeling. As you can see, there's not any charring marks or anything like that. Our MDF comes, actually, it cuts fairly clean like this. We don't have to do very much cleaning that much these days, except for on the smaller pieces, but they come nice and already kind of clean for you. If you see any charring marks on the MDF, you can just simply take a damp cloth and wipe it off, or a soft microfiber cloth with a dab of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, to get it off as well and clean it up. All right, so now I took the back off. Now you do not have to press the back if you don't want to waste the paper, because it's going, a majority of it is going to be covered, but I'm going to do that anyways, just to show you how it looks, which you've already seen, but it's fairly simple. But you can do this however you want. I'm just doing it for the sake of this video. I'm going to press everything that I have here. So here is the template. It's very simple. When you get the templates, you're going to get them in a Photoshop version and a PNG version. The PNG, you'll be required to know how to manipulate that in your own software. But in Photoshop, you'll have a nice safe layer, and you'll know if you wanted to put words on it, you'll know where your safe zones are. So we get some tape here. And what I'm going to do is just put some tape right here, just to hold it down so it doesn't shift on me. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Just put some tape so that it doesn't shift. Okay, now what we're going to do is flip them over. And hope that I don't mess this up. All right, so now what I'm going to do is to ensure that this stays, I'm going to go ahead and take more tape. And we're going to just add some more tape. All right, I was out of tape, so I had to change my tape dispenser. So I'm just going to tape it down. Just to make sure it doesn't move during the heat press process. All right, that should be good. Now we're going to take our butcher paper. We're going to put on top. Okay, so we're going to press at 380 degrees for 50 seconds. These are just general starting guidelines that we provide you as far as pressing and heat temperature. Your press could vary and be a tad bit different. Your press could be different, so always start with the guidelines that we give you and then kind of adjust from there, whether you need more time or temp or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and wait for this to cook. And while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and start peeling off the white coating on the squares. If I can get it off here, kind of save us a little time. Okay, there's one. All right, all done. The lift. And I'm just going to take a peek to make sure it pressed okay. And it looks like it did. All right. So, yes, came out great. Now the MDF, the larger the MDF cuts are, they will warp a little bit like this. All you have to do is turn, like flip them over like so. Take your piece of tape and press on the opposite side. Just for a couple seconds. And then we're going to lift. All right, so we should be good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over and let it cool, and I'm going to put some heavy books on it. All right, so while that's cooling, now we're going to go ahead and press our squares. And we can do all of these in one shot, meaning the white and the natural wood. So I've already peeled off all of the plastic on the natural wood. I did put, this is double-sided, so I had already peeled off the plastic on one side. Now I'm just going to peel it off on the other side. But the hardest part is pulling off all the plastic and all the pieces. The reason that it comes with the plastic on there is to protect the coating during shipping and while you're storing it, so you're ready to press. Okay, so we're going to get our butcher paper now. Now, we're going to use the same exact designs on both, and that's so that I can show you guys the color quality. So I'm going to do a set of the natural wood. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to get one piece of tape there to hold it in place. Take another piece of tape, just fold it over and hold it in place. Do it again. Okay. And last one on the natural wood. All right, so now it's time to do the white. Now you guys can use spray on the MDF if you're in a crunch. You can use spray. It will be a little sticky, so I recommend using very lightly, but it will come off. You just gotta get some alcohol, rubbing alcohol that is. You don't want to take any red wine to it. And this one has a piece of, it's from the sticky. Okay. So you take rubbing alcohol and just wipe the adhesive spray off of the substrate to get all the sticky off. All right, so I am done doing this. I'm just going to line these up like so. Get my top piece of butcher paper. This one is a little funky, so I'm going to fix this one real quick. It's like it didn't want to lay down flat. There we go. All right. All right, and we're going to press again. Light to medium pressure. For 380 degrees for 50 seconds is what I'm pressing it at. Now, once this is done, once they are done pressing and then cooled off, we're going to assemble the ladder, which is very, very easy, guys. So all you need to assemble the ladder is some good double-sided tape. Here is some tape that I use. It is called Summit tape, I guess. Summy tape, and I got it off of Amazon, and this stuff is really good. What I use this for is hemming my banners that I press with that I print out with my Eco Solvent, and so I use this to hem them. But it's really good for stuff like this as well. Alright, so we're just going to take one piece of the tape, and we're going to lift and pull off. Now, if you ever find on the single-sided with the black backs, if you ever find that the black is bubbling, that means you are cooking it way too high. Okay, so now as you guys can see, here is the comparison of the colors between the white and the natural wood. Okay, so the natural wood, it prints beautifully, but you don't have any white, so anything that's white is going to turn into tan. All right. It just gives it, the natural wood is more of a rustic type of look. So, I mean, your customers will like that as well if they're into the rustic stuff. So, the decision will just be up to you and your customers. Now, let's go ahead and assemble these while we let these little pieces cool because they are still hot. Alright, so I already cut my strips of double-sided tape. We're going to do the natural wood ladder first. And the natural wood ladder will have plastic on it as well. And you can press the natural wood ladder if you wanted to press it. A wood material or wood, like a wood image, you can do that as well. Or at least put a name across the top. So that's a great idea. If you wanted to put a name down the side of the ladders, I mean, you could definitely do that. You could sub it with a name down the side. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and assemble it. And all assembly requires is just a strip of this double-sided tape. You want good adhesive tape so that it stays. I made this piece a little long. Just trim it up there. We don't want it hanging over the edge. Okay, so that side looks like it should be done. We'll take the adhesive strip. And I did cut these in half because the roll that I got is a little too wide for this, so I did cut it in half. Alright, so now take this the protective paper off of the double-sided tape and just peel right off. You don't have to do the centers of the ladder. I found that wasn't necessary. Now what I'm going to do is just make sure I line it up, and this stuff is really sticky. So if you get the really good stick kind, start with the edges here. Just make sure both edges are kind of lined up. Because once you center it down, once you lay it down, it's going to be stuck. Now you might be able to lift it. Thank God. I just kind of use my fingers. Oh, I'm off. Oh God, see, I'm off. Ah! All right, now you guys get to see it live. What happens if you're off? All right, looks like the tape is still good. Again, it's kind of hard because I'm trying to show you how I'm doing it, and while recording, which is never an easy task. I think I got it this time. Is being A little booger. All right, we're going to try this one more time, and if I have to put another thing of tape on, I will. I swear I did this on a live video the other day, and it was not that complicated. All right, looks like we're good this time. Well, maybe not. There we go. Yep, now we're good. All right, so now that I'm good, okay, and as you can see right there, it's put together very well, and it almost looks like you didn't even use double-sided tape on it. Hopefully y'all can see that. All right, so now you can put your pieces in. Now you can the hole in the back is so that, oops, that one's not the right piece. So these are the gloss pieces. This is what what the gloss piece would look on this. This one's being a booger. There we go. So this is what the gloss pieces would look like. And there, you can see they're kind of in there decent. All right. So that's what the hole is there for. But remember, you're going to set these up as a slant. Okay. Now let's do the other one. I'm going to go get it. Okay, looks like there's a very little warping, so that's good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put the adhesive on this side. We're a little long again. Now these ones were a little bit of a booger. They kept tearing, so they're in 3 pieces, which is fine. It'll still work the same. All right, so now go ahead and take your paper off. And let's hope I don't have as much trouble lining this one up. And this one went smooth as butter. Okay, and that's what it looks like on the sides. Okay, the back, and we're going to put our pieces in this one so that you can see what it looks like. There we go. So there is both. Just gonna show you what they look like side by side with the pieces in. And there you go. There are the mini ladders in both the white MDF and the natural wood. I love them. These should be really great sellers at Christmas time, guys. They're easy to put together. They're interchangeable. You can change these out. You can upsell more squares. You can sell them by seasons. People can put photos in there. You know, birthday photos, wedding photos, whatever. You guys, the sky is the limit with these little mini ladders. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and like, and head on over to our website to order you some of these mini ladders. All right, guys, thanks for watching.